Hi guys, welcome back. The backpacking season is around the corner, and on the long distance hikes in America, the first hikers have set their first steps. So then there is also a group of people who starts thinking, well, I will never be able to do that. I am absolutely way too scared to do that. And if you are one of these hikers, then stay tuned because maybe this video might be the one for you. Because today I'm going to give you 5 tips plus one extra bonus tip to make your first solo hiking or backpacking season a success. Tip number 1. Do what you want and do what you like. There might be several options on the internet, dozens of videos, well dozens, maybe even thousands of videos of people hiking specific trails, doing specific things, having specific rituals on the trail. But of course you can watch them because they can give you inspiration, but do not 100% copy them. Make sure that you make a hike that suits your wishes, your needs, and includes the things that you like. So if you want to hike a specific distance, do that distance. If you want to bring specific things, bring those things. And like I said, all the videos out there can give you inspiration. But it is so important to do what you want and what you like, and not to do with everything other people want you to do, tell you to do, and maybe even make you to do in the past when you were still not hiking alone. Because I think a lot of people, they have things in their mind and those things might work for them, they might not work for you. So therefore it is important once again to do what you want and what you like, because that is absolutely the number one thing I think to make your hiking and backpacking season to a success. Because if you're doing something that you don't like, it will never be a success at all. Tip number 2. Don't let other people scare you. At work, of course, I work in an outdoor shop, so there are many other people there working who are traveling, hiking, biking, skiing, whatever, doing that on their own. So I do not get a lot of comments. But my mom, for example, when she tells at her work about my hiking plans, all her colleagues go totally crazy, because every person they see, every man specifically, when they approach you, that is a potential killer. And but behind every corner there is danger. Behind every tree there's a murderer. Behind every block of houses there's someone who's going to rape you. And if I had to listen to my mom's colleagues, well, then I would have been dead on the trail for at least 6 times by now, because they find everything dangerous. And a lot of people will tell you things are dangerous. Don't do this, don't do that, don't go there. And a lot of people even say, don't go out on your own. And of course, there are areas in the world where you shouldn't be going out on your own. But in most of the countries, I think it is absolutely safe. And if you are making sure that you have a backup plan, which I will get back to in a few tips on, then I think everything will be fine. And don't listen to all these people. Just go ahead in it and go straight in your first solo hiking and backpacking adventure. And just find out that it isn't scared and that it is a lot of fun to do. It gives you so much time to relax, to calm down, to think about things, just to get back to yourself. And my experience is that you do not have to be afraid at all. So don't let other people make you afraid either. The next tip, tip number 3, is make sure that you have an escape option. If you're going out for the first time, don't go hike 20 miles in or stay out for a whole day. Just go somewhere close. Take a campsite or a wild camping spot near your village where you live and just hike 1 or 2 miles, 5 kilometers or something like that. Make sure that you're not going too far, and make sure that you have a backup plan so that you are camping near your car. That, for example, when you are getting afraid at night at camp, that you can pick up and your stuff and you can go back to your car, and that you do not have to stay wherever you are, even if you don't like it. Because if you have no backup plan, there is no way to escape your adventure in case it gets too much for you or you get way too scary. And I think that with a backup plan, you have a sort of peace in mind that makes it a little bit more easier. I did it in the beginning as well, and I always make sure that my mom has my details of the place where I will be staying. And if you make sure that you have someone around as well, a family member, a friend who lives nearby, who can help to get you out of the situation if it gets too much for you, then it really is a calming peace of mind. And Therefore, it's always safe to have a backup plan. And your first adventure doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to be big. It's just that taking that first step out on your solo adventure, that'll do. And if you can do that in a relaxed way, it would be super helpful and will make the whole experience a lot better. Tip number 4. Make it comfortable for yourself, but do not pack your fears. So if there are specific items that you like to use, for example, you really would like to read in the evening, then take your e-reader. If you would like to watch YouTube videos in the evening, make sure that you have a fully charged phone or that you have a fully charged power bank with you. So those are little items that can make it a little bit comfortable for you. If you're sleeping at home with a teddy bear, who cares? Bring it with you out on your first adventure outside. Those are little things that makes it comfortable for you, make you feel more at ease when you're laying in your tent on your own. And if you are scared of sounds around you, make sure that you bring earbuds and that you listen to some relaxing music or something, or just how do you call that in English? Just a book on your phone, so to say, that people are reading it to you, so that you can hear it through your phones. All the kind of things so that you can make it comfortable for yourself. But do not pack your fears. Do not say, well, maybe I might need this. Maybe this is going to happen. Maybe I would like to do that. No, don't think in maybes. Just be confident with yourself and pack the things that you are in need of, and make sure that you pack things that will help you to make your first backpacking trip just a success, like I said, because that is so important. What also makes it comfortable for me is making sure that people know where you are, and leave a backup plan, leave a map with your parents or your family, with places marked on it where you are and where you are staying. And what I did in the beginning when I started solo backpacking, I made a map, and I made several points on this map, and each point I gave a number, and at each number I called or messaged my mom. So I'm now at number 1, and when I walked further, I'm now at number 2, and that made it clear that my mom knew where I was, and if case anything did happen, she knew where I had been lost and where I hadn't contacted her anymore. So then she knows when she has to call for help, where they have to search for me. So these are all things to make it more comfortable for you, and to make you relax more at camp, and to make sure that you do not have to pack your fears. Tip number 5 is to make sure that you can enjoy the whole experience. And that is also a little bit like I said in my previous tip. Make sure that you bring items that bring you comfort and that you can enjoy the whole experience. But I think enjoying the whole experience is not all about gear. It is also about, for example, choosing an environment where you would like to be in. If you, for example, would like the heather a lot, then don't go hike in the city. If you like mountains a lot, don't go hike around the lake. And these are all things that makes it more enjoyable for you. And just those little things, people don't think about it, but I think that they are super important. And if you hike in an environment or backpack in an environment that you like, then it will make the whole experience a good one, if you ask me. And if you are hiking somewhere where you actually do not like it, or you're doing a hike that is way too long for your liking, then it will not be something that you are going to enjoy. And if you are not enjoying the first time, then you will not enjoy it the second and the third time. So therefore, it's super important to make your first one a success one. Or a successful one, that's should I say. And my bonus tip, bring the best trail buddy there is if you can. If you have a dog, bring him with you or her with you. Of course, if your dog likes to be outside. If your dog is afraid to go outside, then do not do it. But if your dog likes to go outside, just as my little buddy does over here, then bring it, because it will give you so much comfort, so much relaxing, and you have someone to talk to. And although, of course, he isn't talking back, but he brings so much joy. You have something to do at camp. You have somebody to care for. So if you have the opportunity, I definitely recommend to bring one of the best trail buddies there is. Huh? Yes, you're goodie. Oh. It's just so much fun to have them with you. So these were my 5 plus 1 bonus tips, the little one here beside me, to hopefully make your first solo hiking and backpacking season a successful one. Because although a lot of people say it is not safe, a lot of people say you shouldn't do it, especially as a girl, I do not agree. I think it is one of the best things there is. It is so much fun. It is so enjoyable to do. You can do what you want. You can do what you like. You can go to places you prefer, you think are beautiful. You can take a break whenever you want, how long you want your break to be. It's all so nice just to have all the control by yourself, and nobody is talking to you and saying you what to do, and you must do this, you must do that. Nobody is forcing you to do anything. And I think that is one of the best ways to spend your free time, and spending your free time out in the outdoors. So hopefully this video was helpful to you, and if you are one of those beginner hikers or backpackers starting with the first solo season, please feel free to contact me if you have any questions. I would be very happy to help you out, because in my opinion everyone should have a chance to go out, whether you are solo or not. So if you would like to, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, notify the alarm bell, and then as always, enjoy the outdoors, and the two of you, we will catch you on the next trail. Goodbye.